Okay, here we are at beautiful Jacarepaguá, sorry for butchering that, in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. For those of you following the last few episodes, the reason we're here is that Mexico, neither in its historic format nor its modern format, are present in AMS2. So I had to take some liberties with this calendar, and I replaced it, the Mexico round, I replaced it with this classic racetrack in Rio de Janeiro that does not exist anymore. It was replaced by the Olympic Village, alas, as I do my little tour, slow down lap. A track that I know a little bit because if you're familiar with some of my videos, or one of my 23 subscribers, I did a DTM race here a while back. So I am kind of familiar with the track. It's more tricky than it would seem at first, and then of course this iconic back straight, very famous from the TV images of yesteryear. The championship as it stands right now has Berger way out in front with an 18-point lead over Senna and myself. Senna being a little bit ahead because he has a third place, but we're essentially tied on 41 points each. And then Alesi, who's doing quite well. So yeah, after the disasters of Imola and Monaco, which were absolutely dreadful for different reasons, I had a good race on a traditional track like Montreal, the historic version of Montreal, as this Lotus is hitting me. I had a very good race there, obviously, as you know, and so that helped a lot. But now we get to a track that I'm not as competent, I would say, as the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Even in its historic format, the predominant part of the lap is very close to what it is in the version that I've done so many laps, especially in iRacing. So we shall see a little bit how it goes here. I'm going to put in a few more minutes of practice before I jump into a 10-minute qualifying session to be followed by did I mention qualifying? Yes, 10-minute qualifying session followed by a quick 15-minute race. This is that iconic pit entry, much missed, this racetrack, I have to say. And 1990 was ironically the first year that this racetrack had disappeared from the calendar. The last time it ran was in 1989, and then famously won by Nigel Mansell in the newly semi-automatic Ferrari, and then in 1990 it was replaced permanently by Interlagos in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And like I said, though, Rio was a track that present on the calendar from 1978 to 1989, but it left quite a mark. It was typically very, very, very hot. They used it a lot also for pre-season testing back in the days when there's testing unlimited. Great track. Let's see what kind of race it produces. The DTM race that I did here had some good racing, but I don't know with the F1 cars how it will be and how the AI will be. Okay, see you in qualifying. Okay, I can tell you that this is very, very fast. Oh boy, maybe it's because my muscle memory is stuck still with the DTM cars here, but with these cars, this track is fast. Oh my goodness, it comes at you so quickly. I think I might not be able to narrate that much during qualifying, even worse than Monaco, because it's intense. Intense speed. Alright, let me warm up the car a little bit. And I saw in practice, just as much as in all the other tracks, traffic really plays a role. But during qualifying, I will not be that talkative because I really gotta concentrate. Especially when the other cars are coming up. It's maddening. The track surface is both bumpy and slick. Slippery, slick. Yeah, that's what I meant. And this entrance here is incredible. Obviously, I don't do it in second gear, but I'm just doing it during the warm-up. Here, it's very easy to understeer off and then oversteer exit. There we go. Getting towards the end of the lap. This corner is not so bad. The next one, which is essentially the second to the last corner, is a tricky beast because you never slow down enough for it. And now we go towards the last corner and the beginning of a lap. Let's see what we can do. Not a great exit on cold tires still. Here we go. Down with the pedal. Oh. I try not to overdrive it, but it's... As usual, here's some traffic ahead. Hopefully I get him on the back straight. Oh, a little bit of understeer. That's my teammate. Lost a little bit of time there. Almost losing the rear end. I was going on the outside. Oh, fast. Oh. Don't lose the rear here. And then we go to the second to the last turn. A little bit of curb. Did I put a banker in? It would appear so. Alright, let's push now. Yeah, that's not gonna last. Oh, the rear end. Traffic. Oh, I lost the rear end again. They're braking. Draft.
On your left, clear left. On your right, clear right.
Got through those, okay, but I had already lost a ton of time. That curb. I have the brake balance slightly. Traffic again. Jesus, Milardi!
On your right.
Paolo Malila, thank you for the pasta. No! Again, I did it again. I gotta try not to do it the next lap. This turn is unbelievable. Oh, Senna did a 131. My tires are cold. Watch that curb on the outside. Oh, finally I nailed it. Let's try not to lose it here. Please pit, please pit, please pit, please pit. Yes. No! On the grass! Allez,
Clear right.
Okay, let's try not to lose the rear here. As I catch up. Is it a Benetton? Oh, wrong timing. Whoa. You...
All right. Clear right.
You're outside track limit.
Sorry, Nannini, but come on. Come on, Nannini. You clearly could see that I was coming fast. Okay, can I get another lap? I just set a fastest sector time too. Gosh darn it. Alright. Oh, hope is lost. Here we go. One more lap. Let's give it all. Full beans. Oh, great. Cars coming out. I'll try to be too brave. There's the great setup. He's correct. He lets me through.
Clear left.
Let's try not to. Okay. Not perfect, but not horrible. I have a slight blister on the right tire, right front. I gotta be brave here. Another sector time. Come on. Watch that curve. Inside and out. Only two more corners. One more corner. A little bit too cautious. Whoa. Sorry for the sound effects. Whoa. Wow. That was quite something else. I'll try to save the replay now of the qualifying, unlike... Oh, and I get in the way of Senna himself. Sorry. Oof, that was intense. Very intense. Probably the most intense qualifying session I've had in the championship so far. Brutal. . brutal. But I think I did well. I'm running out of fuel. Oh, thank you very much. The crowd is ecstatic with my performance. They're saying, "Who's that dude?" in the red and white helmet. Which of course in AMS2 I can't have my own customized helmet. Is that Donnelly that I got in the way so terribly? Alright, let's head back to the pits. Qualifying should be over any second now. Brilliant. I'll try not to over race the tires, over tire the race, over and under. Yes, that's what I meant. All right, pole position. Wow, and by a good margin too. Okay. Of course, I did not save the qualifying replay, but never mind. So, 15-minute race starting from pole. I think I might have to up a bit the skill level of the AI. It's just they're a little bit all over the place. Now it looks like a more quasi-normalized running. So, anyways, off we go. Let's see what we can do in this race. I'll just try to stay calm, as my two contenders in the championship right now are right behind me, and this guy, the Austrian Gerhard Berger, is of course a whole whopping 18 points ahead, which is a heck of a lot considering this is a 16 race championship. And we're on round 5. What round are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, round 5. This is round 5. So, you know, that's a lot of points ahead. And he's starting on the second row, so I try not to screw up too badly. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Very tough cars to start. Of course, no traction control. Of course, I'm already burning up the tires. Now we come to what is my worst corner. Now Fumbi's ahead on the straight. That V12 Ferrari is gaining up on me. No. Oh, he dared. He dared.
Left side, clear left.
Oh, it's very difficult to keep him behind. What is happening? Why is Alain all of a sudden coming back like that? He was kind of nowhere in the last two races. Okay, I gotta concentrate for a lap here. I mean, in Canada, I was battling Warwick and Gujamin, for Pete's sakes, with all due respect. I think maybe for the race I should have had a bit more rear wing. As he says that, I almost lose it.
Far left. Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Exhausting. He's got my draft now. Double yellows. I don't know what happened.
Left side. Clear left. On your left.
Hey!
Clear left.
Ah! Oh, you want to play it like that?
Right side. Clear right. Right. Still there. Clear right. Right side. Clear right. On your right. Right. On your left. Clear left.
Nasty stuff. I think I should just be content here as those two. Maybe with their history they'll do me a favor. Yeah, I made a mistake and then I couldn't do anything. And I think Senna is just faster than me. Yeah, I definitely have the wrong setup. Not enough rear wing. And yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I'll be lucky. I'll be very lucky if I get to keep this third. I don't know what that double yellow was for, but it seems I have a big gap behind me, which saved me in this case. Senna got ahead. Okay, now I just gotta concentrate, do my own thing, don't overdrive it. Why do I overdrive it? Because I'm stupid, that's why. I see a lot of wear on the front. It looks cloudy, or is it me? It did the same in Canada. Watching the weather. A little bit wide. Only half distance, my gosh, it feels forever. Concentrate. Why did I do second gear? Well, I know it's not Berger behind. I wonder what happened. Have to see it in the replay. Saturo-san is actually going gangbusters this year. I mean, Alesi is doing slightly better, but not by a huge margin. tires are beginning to feel it. Wow, this is the sense of speed is amazing. Oh, they're coming, they're coming. What is it with these cars on the last few laps? They chew me up like a enchilada. That's too long. Look how quickly they're catching up. Oh, I hope this is the next to last lap. Oh, sayonara. Well, there goes the podium. I might not even get any points. Oh my goodness. That's all me. That's all me. That's all me. There's my friend Warwick. Huge loss. It's not even the last lap. I just understeered off in that very fast corner. And then there's a bunch of them together. They just ate me up. Not much I could do. This is when you're so tempted to hit the reset button. Yeah, I could feel the pressure from them behind me, and I just went too fast here. Was fortunate not to hit anything, but not as pathetic as Monaco or Imola. Last lap, see if I can salvage a few points. Yeah, you know what it is my front tires are shot. I mean, I'm an idiot, but also my front tires are shot completely. I really noticed in AMS2, tires really play a role, you know. I mean, after years of iRacing, that like tires are like an afterthought. You know, you can really just totally destroy your race by locking up a few too many times. I mean, this, see, I do it again. You see, it's just no grip. There's just no grip to be had at the front. It just, understeers off. See? A third place, that became an 8th place. My gosh, what a horrible mistake. I would have taken that P3 as Warwick.
Car right. Clear right.
I would have taken that P3, but never mind.
Hold your line.
Well, at least Berger did not score. That's a huge win for Ayrton. That chews up, Senna chews up, takes back the lead, I guess, because he was 18 points behind. He gets 25 points for a win. That's a huge win for him. Takes the lead back, and Prost out of nowhere shows up and, just was competitive again. And then Mansell also showed up again after a few races in the shadows. I would say a little bit more realistic order. And then, of course, my 8th place, which is absolutely catastrophic, because I could have been here. Would have meant the loss of a few points to Senna. With Gerhard in 13th place, I would have gained, a whole chunk of... I would have been tied, I think, because of the 15 points, 25, 18, 50. Yeah, I would have been tied. So that error, in fact, is huge, because it leaves me with a huge gap to Senna in the lead, and only taking a handful of points from Berger in 2nd place. So this was catastrophic. I have to see the rest of the standings as well, how Alain has probably jumped up quite a bit with that 2nd place.